beer enthusiasts. We call them lushes.
Well,
Beer
we could.
enthusiasts.
I guess you could call them
No,
lush.
they aren't. They are good, hardworking boys. Beer enthusiasts all chose one particular one, and it may not be what you expect. Joining me in studio now, though, Adam Oldfield with Tech Talk, as we do every Friday, and the two half-full cans.
I was going to say, this is, hey,
there.
can you fill in for Bill regularly? Because, man, this is about to become the best TED Talk ever. I'm telling you.
I feel like I'm on with Chris Farley.
Well, you will be in about 15 minutes. So thank God the segment's only 20 minutes long.
We'll cut it to 17 today so we can have some beer before we're done. Tech Talk, I say, with Adam Oldfield, who was the president of FPM Marketing. He's here every Friday at this time. Adam, there has been a lot of talk in the last, weeks now, because we're heading towards legalization of marijuana, which of course means we're going to have, even though we shouldn't, but we know it's inevitable, we're going to have people driving who are high, and so we need to have police who are able to find the people who are high and pull them over and get them off the road.
That's right.
This, however, has been a huge concern because as of right now, as I understand it, there is a device that is out there available for police to use that kind of can tell you if you've got the stuff in you, but it's not really great.
I think what was important, and I'm not going to get into the whole, like, should they do it, shouldn't they do it, but I'm the tech guy. So I like to think of it when we do this show on CHML that we talk about tech, and when I was realizing, and I heard it was called the Drager Drug Test 5000, which is a nice little device. It's only available for authorities.
By the way, does every device that doesn't have a cool name have to put the number 5000 at the end?
It gives it that kind of, like,
what device
system.
has never started with number 1? The Drager device 1.
Well, nobody wants to buy that. I remember talking about old times. Yeah, remember Windows 1.1. Nobody wants that one.
You started with Windows 5000.
And watch how amazing it. Sales would have exploded. Well, this product that's been invented and been around since 2013, actually, and it's been used in Australia, used in Europe. And part of this product is actually, it's pretty handy. It tests for other drugs. It's not just a cannabis tester. It is testing for cocaine. It tests for heroin. It tests for meth. It's not that you may or may not know they're already on it, but there's a few little hiccups in this technology that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention because I was kind of concerned when I saw this product that they've been using. It's a little bit old. It's been around since the 5000 does not represent the year because it's been out a few years already. First of all, let me explain how it works. The technology of the product itself, you have to swab your mouth for about 4 minutes. This is not like a swab with a cotton swab where you swipe it and throw it in a tube. This is a 4-minute swab where you get a little device. It's touchless so that the officers or otherwise are safe, but you put it in your mouth and you swivel it back and forth and you spit into the cup, and it needs enough saliva to be able to register. That takes about 4 minutes. It takes another 10 minutes, so the 5000 does not represent speed by any element, but it takes 10 minutes for the officer to then get an analysis of the product. Here's the issue, is that statistically, these are stats, proven stats, is that in Europe, it was actually proven that 13% of those cases, even though it said that it was cannabis-induced or they had cannabis involved, when they did a further blood test, they were wrong. And furthermore, 14% in Australia had claimed that it was an issue. So we've got a statistical, that's a pretty big issue. I mean, we're not talking 2% margin rate.
We live in a litigious society.
Exactly,
and the
yes.
first time Adam Oldfield gets pulled over by a cop at a ride program
That's right.
or whatever, and your eyes are red because you're having an allergy attack, and they decide, let's do the test, and you get a false test and dragged down to the police station.
That's right.
And they've arrested you, and now and they find out you've never smoked pot.
Ever. Yeah.
Someone is suing the police, and you want to know what happens the first time someone sues and wins?
Yeah.
The 5,000 is put on the shelf.
Well, 5,000 will be, will be shelved to say the least. The other side I have with this product is the fact this is the main one that I kind of went, what? Nobody thought about that. No one sat as a Canadian operation federally. Anything above 5 degrees throws off the results.
What do you mean above 5 degrees?
5 degrees Celsius. Anything above 5 degrees does not allow the system to operate correctly. Now, if an officer's standing out and it's October 5th and it's like happens to be a cold morning and you pulled over someone, if you use the equipment in temperatures of less than 5 degrees, I said above, sorry, less than 5 degrees.
Otherwise, we were
Yeah, no, we're okay. No, less than 5 degrees, it will not work. I say work, the system will not give an analysis correctly. So less than 5 degrees. Canada, I think statistically operates like 12 months of the year at less than 5 degrees. I mean, I think we get 3 weeks. We just pass through them. So that's a serious issue. And I look at the technology and I'm concerned about what the results are going to be because of that.
Well, it does make me wonder. I mean, surely there must be other kinds of this. No?
Oh, yeah. Like as far as devices and options available, I haven't researched all of them that are on the market, but there's a few other options. I mean, Draeger has been very well known in the drug, in when I refer to the drug testing, it does a phenomenal job on alcohol. It's a great alcohol tester. It's a great other drug tester, and it's got a very, very high degree of evidence proving that if someone's like saying, no, I'm not on heroin or I'm not on meth or I'm on cocaine, it will come out with a pretty high accuracy rate. So its cannabis is very, very weak in regards to this machine, and I can't recommend any other machines because I'm not the cannabis tester. All I did was I looked at the stats, looked at the history, and went, if this technology is going to be used in Canada, don't you think we might have thought about where you could use it in temperatures of less than 5 degrees?
If I am pulled over at any point, and I won't be high, I'll assure you that. But if I was ever pulled over, I'm going to look, and if they pull out anything that's got a 5,000, I'm saying we're not doing this.
In the wintertime, don't even try. Yeah, I would be arguing that as well.
Okay, there are. We have seen recently there have been attempts to make glasses that can show you video. Now we've seen the people occasionally with the giant look like ski mask.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
virtual reality thing and everything. But Apple is working on what you're calling augmented reality glasses.
Yes. Yep.
So would I understand this correctly, Adam, that you would wear these glasses and you would be able to basically see a screen on the...
Yeah, it's a heads-up display, and think of it as a heads-up display.
Oh, heads-up display. Okay.
Yeah, like a HUD, a heads-up display, where it's visually in your peripheral on the window or whatever, if it shows your speedometer or otherwise. They've been around since the 80s. Yeah. Apple is coming up with augmented reality glasses. Similar, we've seen this with Snapchat. Snapchat had it. We've seen Google goggles. That was the one that was quite popular and a bit of a joke when they mentioned you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger from the Terminator doing the old big glasses things. Anyway, Apple is very invested in this, and why I thought this was relevant is that in the last 3 years, they've been purchasing regularly companies in regards to the AR augmented reality environment. And the most in 2015, they bought a company called Mateo. They were the company that created augmented reality developer kits, which allowed others to create systems within their software. PrimeSense was purchased in 2013, which takes 3D depth sensors and uses visuals. So it will take a picture or a visual and create a depth perception of it. And now Apple just purchased Iconia, which is a holographic company, which all spells a very, very interesting future for Apple, in my opinion, is that we're going to see, which makes it interesting because they have 200 patents, this company they bought. I've been watching them. They're very cool. And they've got the patent for the thinnest transparent smart glass.
Which means... Again, does it go back to the point where you can wear your glasses and you will have stuff that you can see on the inside that no one on the outside sees?
That it will be that, or I was going to reference it, it will be almost like putting a contact lens in your eye and having the ability of having a heads-up display without even wearing the frames around your head.
So we were just talking about marijuana and driving.
Yes.
And we know that recently, anyway, the Ontario government, maybe across Canada, I'm not sure, has severely jacked up the prices for distracted driving.
Yes.
Would this not fall absolutely into the distracted drive? You could presumably have people driving along watching a movie on their contact lenses while they're driving.
Well, you know what? There's yes. I mean, you're kind of going into the recreational. I could basically not pay attention while I'm driving. I kind of look at it as maybe it's got. I mean, right now our phones are able, not necessarily automatically forced, to tell us that you're driving. Would you like to go in safe mode? Think of it like this: if you were to wear wear these glasses and you were driving in control of the vehicle, the system could potentially, if it was an Apple, go into Apple Drive and give you the ability to now see how fast you're driving. It will give you blind spot peripherals. It will connect with your phone and be able to see that within a matter of a blink of an eye, someone's coming up through your left corner or through the backside. It can show you in the upcoming corner that the roads are slippery, and it's been proven traffic is quite heavy about 16 kilometers up the road. You might want to take the 407 or take a side road as a safety precaution. So all of this could be now in a case of controlling and having without taking your eyes off the wheel, looking straight ahead.
I am halfway intrigued and halfway terrified because all that information popping up and feeding, there are people who will be able to absorb that and work
soak
that
it in,
into their driving, like
yep.
any other technology, and there will be people who will be seeing the stuff in their eyes and distracted, and you almost will need a separate license.
Well, I'd like to also keep in mind, first of all, that we are very, very close with autonomous driving. Like when I say close, we're not like 15 years. There's testing. It's been proven that it works. People are using it to this day. I mean, we've had fatalities because of Tesla.
In Las Vegas, a self-driving bus crash into people.
Right. So it is, we're in testing mode right now. And I would say that there's a very, very likely chance that, from Minority Report, there's an episode in that movie where, Tom Cruise is driving along and he basically says, go autonomous mode, and he can crawl in the back and the car keeps going and flows with the traffic around it. Meanwhile, you'll be able to watch your movie and kind of relax and do your own thing. I don't think this is my children's time. I think I will be able to retire and be able to call on my car to drive while I'm going out to wherever I need to be and have this.
When you retire and you leave the seniors home after your 3:00 dinner and you go and walk across the street with your walker, better make sure you don't step out from between two cars, because that autonomous car that no one's driving will turn you into a smudge.
My Apple eyeglasses, that will give me an idea. That's right.
You go down in glory because you're lying on the ground bleeding out watching some great movie.
That's right.
I don't know. I'm torn on
Hang in there. It's going to get exciting. Yeah, it doesn't get slower. It gets faster.
Online shopping is something that we know how huge it is now. I mean,
Amazon
massive. Is the third biggest company in the country.
It is a country, technically, yeah.
Third biggest company in the world, second biggest company in the world. There's a Japanese company that is now creating something so that they will size your clothes for you to make sure you get the right size.
You know what? This is genius, and I thought this was something that should have been done a long time ago. Amazon is a collection of several retailers. We have to factor in that Amazon works with several merchants accordingly, and the number one challenge with people buying clothes online is it doesn't fit correctly because different sizes in different countries. You buy something from Europe, buy something from Canada, buy something from Mexico. You put on a shirt that says large and you're swimming in it. Put another shirt on, it's large and it's so tight. It's like, wow, I gotta lose weight. So this Japanese company had started this business online, been doing quite well. It's called Zozo. And so they will ship you a bodysuit. You put the bodysuit on, and with your phone and app, it will then snap shots of you as you stand perfectly still and turn in circles. It will take snapshots of you as you're turning in circles. It takes this information. What it does is it stores it now into their online database. And when you shop online using their system, you will never get the wrong product being shipped.
Unless you put on weight.
If you feel you've gained weight, you put the suit back on and take new measurements. Now, I don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it is going to tell me very clearly my waist size has gained or decreased, and will determine whether or not, hey, my pants are tight. Well, why don't you throw on a Zozo jumpsuit, and we'll prove if that's the case.
The folks at Zozo will be sending you email updates.
Yeah, it looks like a wet...
Drop 5 pounds.
It's got a wet bodysuit feel to it with a bunch of polka dots. I almost want to wear it in public. I think it would be kind of funny to kind of walk out with this. But it's going to give you an extremely accurate layout of size versus somebody wrapping a measuring tape around your neck. And I always have to get my wife to help me. Michelle always like, how big is my neck now, honey? It's still that big, sweetheart. There's just nothing you can do.
What we really need is a website that we can put all the numbers and measurements that we have, that we can can never remember. I don't know what my neck size is. It's 16, 16 and a half, 17, 15.
That's a dream. That's a dream if
But
you're
some
16 and a half.
website
Yeah.
where everything is just there, but that no one can hack into.
Right. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
There's two different things. I mean, not that my neck size is going to affect the course of my life if someone were to find that out. There are other things.
I was gonna say my waist size is no secret. So I mean, at the end of the day, I got donuts and Doritos to thank for that pretty thing. So and some beer apparently that's sitting literally 1 foot away from me.
It's been staring at you.
I know it's screaming at me this whole show, and it's like you had to put it between us. You couldn't have moved it the other side of the room. You had to put it right here.
If I had put two apples there, you would have never noticed.
Nah, I just would have probably went. Oh, look at that decoration.
Put 2 cans of beer there that are open, and that you can actually hear.
I know. I can smell it actually. The smell of hops and all sorts of deliciousness is floating my general direction.
There's got to be something in the future for your computer. And we don't have time to get into this, but that is something we should talk about one of these days. When will computers give us smell-o-rama? When will we have smells emitting from our computer?
Yes.
Hopefully for better, but occasionally for worse.
That's right. Yes, we will have that. Will be on our next Tech Talk
That
show.
will be the next Apple thing. You can scratch your computer screen and get the smell.
Smell. Yes. I don't know.
Adam Oldfield, president of FPM Marketing with Tech Talk. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you, sir.
We will take a quick break here on the Bill Kelly Show. Back after this. Stay with us.